So the first step is to restart your computer. Simply restart your computer once, and after the system restart, you can launch the game. Now Steam users can restart Steam. So go to Steam and then click on exit. Once you exit, now again type in Steam and then open Steam and then launch the game. Now the next step is to repair or verify the game file. So if you have the game on EA app, go to EA app and then go to library, click on the game, and then here click on manage and then click on repair. Once the repair is complete, now you can launch the game. Steam users make a right click on the game, select properties, and then go to the install files tab and then click on verify integrity of game files. Once the verification is 100% complete, now you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to, now this is for Logitech G923 users. You can start the game after you unplug the wheels. Now this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So if you have this Logitech G923, then you can unplug the wheel, and then you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is for wheel and pedals users. So plug in the wheel at the startup screen. So you can close the game and then relaunch the game. When you launch the game, when you see the startup screen, then you can plug in the wheel. So first of all, disconnect the wheel before you launch the game, and once you launch the game and once you see the startup screen, now you can plug in the wheel and then check. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. Now also disconnect the USB cable from the pedal and then connect the pedal set directly to the wheelbase with the help of DIN cable. Now this has also worked for many players, so it might work for you. So disconnect the USB cable from the pedal and then connect the pedal set directly to the wheelbase using the DIN cable. Also make sure another USB device, gaming device, is not connected to the computer. So if you have multiple USB gaming devices connected, you can disconnect it. So if you have USB devices like USB handbrake, USB shifter, USB gamepad controller, etc., you can disconnect it and then you can launch the game and then check. Also update your wheels and pedal drivers and then restart your computer. So you can go to this website if you have these devices, and then you can search your device on this website and then you can update your drivers. And then if you have pedals with RJ12 port, then connect the pedals using the RJ code to the wheelbase. Do not use the USB. So this has worked for many wheels and pedals users, so you can try these. Now the next step is to disconnect any USB stick or dongle connected to the computer. So if you have any kind of USB stick or dongle connected, disconnect it. Disconnect additional joystick. Sometimes we have additional controller connected to the computer, disconnect it. Disconnect multiple monitor, try launching the game on single monitor. Disconnect all the additional USB adapter connected to the computer. Disable Steam Cloud. Now you can disable the Steam Cloud if you want to. So you can try this. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties, and then you can turn this off and then launch the game and then check. Later on, whenever you want to turn it on, you can always turn it on. So you can, first of all, you can try to disable Steam Cloud and then check. Now close all the overlay applications. So first of all, for Steam users, you can make a right click on the game and then go to properties and turn off the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game and then check. For EA Play users, you can go to manage and let's check. Go to view properties. Where is the in-game overlay option? So you can go to, let me check in settings. So go to settings and then go to application. Scroll down and over here you can see in-game overlay. You can turn this off and you can read this. You will no longer receive game invites, EA friend requests. So if you agree, you can turn this off and then you can check. Next step is to also close other overlay applications. So like if you have Discord running, you can close Discord, or you can turn off overlay in Discord. If you have GeForce Experience running, you can close GeForce Experience, or you can turn off overlay in GeForce Experience. So close all the overlay application and then launch the game. Also close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI, Afterburner, Riva Tuner, or any kind of overclocking application, you can close those applications and launch the game. So try launching the game on single monitor. If you have any third-party services or application running, close it from the task manager. So make sure only the Steam or EA app is running and the game is running. Rest close everything, including your browsers. Also, if you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. To perform clean boot, you can type in system configuration in Windows search box and then click on system configuration. Go to the services tab and then put a check on the box which says hide all Microsoft services and then click on disable all. In my case, this option is grayed out. In your case, this would be highlighted, but make sure that you first of all put a check on hide all Microsoft services first and then click on disable all and then click on apply, click on OK. You will see a restart option, restart your computer and then launch the game. This we have already done, so you can ignore this. Next step is to allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus, make sure that you allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows security, then you can open Windows settings, go to privacy and security if you have Windows 11 and then click on update Windows security. Now if you have Windows 10, you will have an option update and security and then click on Windows security and then click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down, at the end you will see manage ransomware protection. Click on it. Now click on allow an app through control folder access. Click on yes to allow and then click on add an allowed app. Now click on browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder. So if the game is installed in C drive, you can open C drive, and if the game is installed like via EA app, then you can open program files and then open EA games and then open F24 and then select the game exe file and then click on open. Again click on add an allowed app, browse all apps, and then if you have this trial one, you can select this and then click on open. Again click on add an allowed app. If you have the game on Steam, then go to this PC. If the game is installed in C drive, open C drive, program files x86. Now open the Steam folder. Now open the Steam apps folder. Now open the common folder and then open the game folder. Select the game exe file and then click on open. Now type in control panel in Windows search box and then go to system and security, Windows Defender Firewall. Now click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Click on change settings on the top, click on allow another app, click on browse and follow the same thing. Go to the game installation folder and then open the game folder. So for EA app users, you can open EA games F24 and then select the game exe file, click on open, click on add. You can add both the exe file and then click on allow another app, browse. You can select the second exe file, the trial one, open, add, and then click on allow another app. Now if you have the game on Steam, then you can go to Steam folder, program files x86. Now open the Steam folder and then open the Steam apps folder, common folder, F124 folder. Select this exe file and then click on add. And once the game's exe files are added, now click on OK on the bottom. Now you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to, if you are able to launch the game, disable HDR. Now disabling HDR has worked for many players, so it might work for you. If you are not able to launch the game, you can skip this step. But if you are able to launch the game, disable HDR, you can try window borderless or window mode and lower down graphics settings. So if you are able to launch the game first. So once you launch the game, you can go to settings and then select graphics settings. Now over here, scroll down. If HDR is on over here, you can turn this off and then check. Now go to video mode and over here, now if this is set to 4K, you can try 1920 into 1080p. You can even lower down more and then check. Now over here, display mode, if this is set to full screen, you can try window full screen, or you can even switch to window mode and then check. Now if the VSync is on, you can turn it off. Now scroll down. Now if the frame rate limit is off, you can turn it on and then you can set it to maybe 120, or you can even try 60. In my case, I will set it to 60, or you can even set it to 90. So try to limit the frame rate and then check the performance. Now scroll down. If you're using NVIDIA DLSS, then you can set it to quality. Now if the frame generation is on, you can turn this off. Dynamic resolution, you can turn this off, and then apply the settings, confirm changes, accept, and then go back to the graphics settings. And over here, if the detail preset is set to high, you can, if it is set to ultra high, you can set it to high. You can even go for medium, or you can even go for low quality, and then apply the settings and then check the performance. Now the next step is to delete hardware settings folder and then check. This will get rid of all the custom settings which you have made. So you can open File Explorer and then go to this PC, or simply you can go to Documents folder. So go to Documents folder and open My Games folder and open F124 folder, and over here you can see hardware settings. So if you want to create a backup, you can keep a backup if you want. Now once you have a backup, you can delete this hardware settings folder. So make a right click and then delete this. Now once this is deleted, now you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, then you can delete the save game file, but you will lose all the game progress. You have to start everything from scratch. So only if you agree, you can do that. So you can go to Documents and then open My Games, and then you can simply make a right click on F124 and then delete this F124 folder. You will lose all the data, all the game progress. You have to start everything from scratch. Now the next step is to run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. Now for this, you can just go to the game installation folder. So make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on browse local files. It will take you to the game installation folder. Now if you have the game on EA app, in that case you can simply click on this game and then properties and then click on browse. Again, it will take you to the game installation folder. Now once it takes you to the game installation folder, you can just make a right click on the game exe file and then select properties and then go to this tab, and then if you have these checked, you can uncheck all these. Just put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator, and then hit apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game from here. Now do the same thing with EA app. So you can just type in EA app in Windows search box, make a right click on EA app and then click on open file location, make a right click over here and then select properties and then go to this tab, and then if run this program as an administrator is checked over here, you can uncheck this box, hit apply, click on OK, and then you can launch the EA app. So again, open EA app and then check. Still not working in that case, but before you do this, always make sure that EA app is closed, and then you have to relaunch the EA app. Go to this tab once again. If this is already checked, you can put a check over here and then hit apply, click on OK, launch EA app once again, and then you can launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to close EA app and then repair EA app. Now for this, you can type in control panel in Windows search box and then go to control panel, click on uninstall a program and then find EA app. Once you find EA app, make a right click on EA app and then click on uninstall, click on yes to allow. And okay, in my case, I have to close the EA app. So first of all, make sure that you close the EA app and then you try this. Make a right click, uninstall, click on yes to allow, and then do not click on uninstall, click on repair and let the repair complete. This process may take a couple of seconds or maybe few minutes, and once this is repaired, now you can launch the EA app. It will launch the EA app itself, and then you can launch the game and then check. Now once the EA app is open, now you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to clear EA app cache. Now for this, run EA app recovery as an administrator. Now for this, type in EA app in Windows search box. First of all, close EA app and then type in EA app in Windows search box, and then make a right click on EA app and then click on open file location, and over here you will see app recovery. Make a right click and then click on run as administrator. Click on yes to allow, and then you will see clear cache. Click on it, and then it will relaunch EA app, and then you can launch the game and then check. Still facing problem? In that case, the next step is to repair, update or uninstall and reinstall EA anti-cheat. Now for this, again go to the game installation folder. If you have the game on Steam, make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on browse local files. It will take you to the game installation folder. Here you can see EA anti-cheat installer. If you have the game on EA app, then simply click on the game, click on manage, and then view properties, and then click on browse, and then again it will take you to the game installation folder, and over here you will see EA anti-cheat installer. Make a double click and open EA anti-cheat. Now once this is open, now you have to select F124 from the list and then click on repair. Click on OK if it is telling you to select the folder. So you can click on OK and then go to the game installation folder. If the game is installed in C drive, then if the game is installed from Steam, then you can open C drive program files x86 Steam apps common, and then open F124 folder, and then once you select this game folder, now you can click on, let me show it, this PC C drive, and then open program files x86 if you have the game on Steam, and then open Steam apps. Now open the common folder and then select the game folder and then click on select folder, and then it will repair the EA anti-cheat. Once install is success, you can launch the game and then check. If you have the game on EA app, then go to C drive, open EA games folder and then select the game folder. Now if that does not work, you can open EA anti-cheat folder, EA anti-cheat file once again, click on yes to allow, and then this time select the game, and then first of all click on uninstall all, and then click on install. Now once the install is success, now you can launch the game and then check. Still facing the problem? In that case, again open EA anti-cheat, click on yes, and then select the game from the list, and then if you see this update option, click on update. Now once you see update success, now you can launch the game and then check. Still facing the problem? Again open EA anti-cheat, click on yes, and this time select the game and then click on uninstall all. Click on uninstall all. After the uninstall is success, close this EA anti-cheat setup. We will not install it, but we will launch the game from Steam or EA Play. So if you have the game on Steam, you can launch the game. If you have the game on EA app, you can launch the game from EA app. Now once you launch the game, during the launch, during the startup, it will reinstall the EA anti-cheat. So we have uninstalled it, but when you launch the game, it will install the EA anti-cheat once again, and you should see here, you can see it's installing the EA anti-cheat, and once this is done, it should launch the game. Now still facing the problem, the next step is to perform a clean installation of your graphics driver. So if you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. So go to NVIDIA website, select the right product type. For me it's GeForce. So select your product type and then select your series. For me it's 30 series. So make sure that you select your series over here and then select your graphic card. Make sure that you select your graphic card. And if you have Windows 10, select Windows 10. If you have Windows 11, select Windows 11. Then click on search and then click on download. Again click on download, and once the download is complete, run this exe file. Now once you run the exe file, you will see the screen. Click on agree and continue, and then put a check on custom, and then click on next, and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. So make sure that you put a check over here and then click on next and let the installation complete. Once the installation is complete, restart your computer and then launch the game. Now the next step is to, now this is for laptop users with dual graphic card. Make sure that you run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings and then click on browse and then go to the game installation folder. Again, if the game is installed in C drive, open C drive, program files x86. If you have the game on Steam, if you have the game on EA app, then open program files and then open EA games and then open the game folder and then select the game exe file and then click on add. Once the game is added, click on options, select high performance. Now click on save and then launch the game and then check. Next step is to install latest version of G-Hub. Now you can go to Logitech website. In Google you can type in Logitech G-Hub and go to Logitech website, and you can, if you have the older version, you can uninstall it and then reinstall the latest version from Logitech website, and then you have to launch G-Hub and then restart the game and then check. Next step is to install Visual C++ file. For this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. Over here you can see Visual Studio 2015, 17, 19 and 22. You have to download x86 and x64. So download both the files. Download x86 and then once the download is complete, run this exe file. Click on repair if you see repair. If you see install option, click on install. Click on yes to allow. Download this x64 file as well. Again, if you see the repair option, run this exe file first. And then if you see repair, click on repair. If you see install, click on install. And make sure both the installation are complete. Once it is complete, you will see a restart option, restart your computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this, and after the system restart, launch the game. Now the next step is to update your Windows to the latest version. Now for this, open, this is important, so go to Windows Update or Update and Security, then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed over here, then restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to increase the virtual memory.
So to increase the virtual memory, type in View Advanced System Settings in Windows search box and then click on View Advanced System Settings and then click on the first settings and then go to Advanced tab and then click on Change over here and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive, and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 GB. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK. And over here it's 16 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 RAM, 16 GB. So 16 into 1024. 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5. 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM, that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576 and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case that is 16 GB. I have 16 GB of RAM. So 16 into 1024, I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3, that is 49152. 49152. Now click on set over here. then click on OK, OK, apply, OK, OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this.
Now, the next step is to update your system BIOS. So go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell. If you have Lenovo, go to Lenovo. Whichever computer you have, go to their system manufacturer website. Select your model number. Make sure that you select your computer and then find the latest BIOS update available and then install the BIOS. In case of laptop, before you update the system BIOS, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter, the charger, is connected to the computer. During the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. After the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. The last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game. So if nothing is working, you can simply make a right click on the game and then click on manage, then click on uninstall. If you have the game on e-app, you can click on manage, then click on uninstall. Now after the uninstall, go to the game installation folder and then delete the game folder. And then restart your computer and then reinstall the game to C drive. So sometimes we install the game to external drive or maybe D drive or E drive. In that case, you can install the game to C drive and then check. If the game is already installed in C drive, then try installing the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to get the game running on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.